break each other's hearts and cause each other pain. How we take each other slow without thinking anymore, forgetting to get back. Isn't it a pity? Welcome to Play It Like the Pros. My channel tries to find songs that are very good to play on acoustic guitar so that you can enjoy playing them. And what I do is I look for a quite identical version to what you can hear on the record. So please subscribe to my channel if you are interested in getting to know the stuff that I produce. This is Isn't It a Pity, which is a gorgeous song by George Harrison, the late Beatle member, and it's a very powerful song. And George presented it to the rest of the Beatles several times since he composed it in 1966. But Paul and John rejected it. I mean, they even worked on some demos that you can look for on Spotify or Apple Music. But it didn't make it into the White Album or Let It Be or Abbey Road. But then in 1970, George recorded All Things Must Pass, which is a three vinyl album set full of wonderful songs. And Isn't It a Pity is the central piece, both emotionally and musically, of that record. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. So we're going to learn to play Isn't It a Pity. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe. So now with the lesson, I'm gonna base the way that I will teach you this song on a recording that is available on YouTube, and I will put it on the description, in which you can see Eric Clapton, Jeff Lynne from the Electric Light Orchestra, Billy Preston, who is a magnificent keyboardist who used to play with the Beatles during the Let It Be sessions. And they did this tribute to George Harrison when he passed away in 2002. And they played the song a little bit faster than in the original record. And I have looked into, all the guitars that are present in this live version of the song. There are at least 4 acoustic guitars, 3 electric guitars, and it's amazing. So yeah, you would do yourself a favor if you watch it, okay? And what we have a song here in the key of G, a standard tuning, and the G is the first step in the song always, and the last step. So this song is kind of, has this, it's something like a chant. So it's like a melodic spiral. So some elements of the song keep repeating themselves, and little voicings in the song change, and little chords change, in a way that you're getting more and more inside the spiral. And that's the reason why George Harrison, when he first recorded the song took like 7 minutes. It's a very long song. And so we start with G at 9. Okay, and that's a regular G, okay? But we put our 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and our pinky goes right down it, okay? And then, the structure of the song is, the verse keeps repeating itself, okay? but with different voicings. So we first go from this to this, okay, and this is it's a type of diminished G, okay, played on the bass of the guitar, okay. And then we go from here. So this is the, you're gonna put your third finger on the third fret of the sixth string. You're gonna put your fourth finger on the fourth fret of the fifth string. Okay, here. And then you're gonna put your index finger on the second fret of the fourth string. You can see it there, okay? And then from here, we're gonna move here. So this is kind of C6 over a G, and then you go back to the C at 9, okay? And that's what we're gonna do both for the intro and the first part of the verse, because the magic of this song is that you're always playing the same, you know? But we're gonna change the voicings of the chords in that spiral that I was talking to you about. So we go from in the second part of the verse, we go from here. So we play the C at 9, but now we're gonna change the voicing of the G diminished, and we're gonna do this. Okay, and this is G diminished. Diminished chords are a very interesting thing because they act as bridges between chords. So as you can hear, as you can listen, this chord is requesting something more stable, and we go from there to here. You see? So this sounds like, yeah, we are on the verge of something and we need a different chord. And the Beatles used to use this type of chords very much on their recordings. So we go from here to this G diminished, which is your index finger is gonna go to the second fret of the fourth string. Your third finger is gonna go, let me see, your third finger is gonna go on the second fret of the second string. The fourth finger is gonna go over the third fret of the third string, and your pinky is gonna go over the third fret of the first, okay? And try to play only the first 4 strings of the guitar, okay? And then from here we're gonna go to a C, but with the pinky on the third. We're gonna keep the pinky. So we go from here, we leave the pinky where it is, and we come to C. And from C we go to. So you see, I mean, we did the second part of the verse. He changes some, some parts of the song that go very well with the melody. So, okay. So, and now the third part of the verse. We're gonna have a change in chords, okay? We're gonna have our regular C at 9, and we're gonna go to A7th. So this is your typical A7th, I guess you know this chord, but it's the 7th of the of A. Okay, it's A major, and we take this beautiful finger that you like so much. Okay, and we have an A7th. But in this case, we're gonna add the same finger to the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Okay, and it gives it more color. And then we go back to our C, and we go back to our G at 9. So I'm gonna play it, you know, straight so that you can listen to it. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So. Don't down anymore. Okay, and the 4th part, the 4th part of the verse is gonna change again. So we go from C at 9 to here. Sorry, I'm going to make sure. Okay. And what is this? This is G diminished, but with a different voice. So it's very similar to this one. Actually, the shape is just the same, but we're gonna do it upper here. Okay? We're gonna do it on the 4th fret, from the 4th fret on. Okay? And we're gonna lift our hand from this previous position. So we come from here. Beautiful. So it's the same shape, but you're gonna put your your 2nd finger on the 4th fret of the 5th string. You're gonna place your 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. You're gonna place your 4th finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string, and your pinky is gonna go, this little pinky that we love, it's gonna go to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the 5th fret of the 2nd string. You're gonna try to avoid playing the 6th string because it sounds awful. And then, as you know, we come to the C and to the G. So I'm going to repeat it, okay? Beautiful. And that's all. And that's how you can play the whole song. But there's a little change. I mean, in the latest verses of the song, we hear to a chorus, okay? And the chorus does two things. They first do something like, it's a pity, pity, pity. It's a pity, it's a pity, pity. And what they play in the live version that I studied is this. Pity. Sorry, you know, I'm not very good, okay? Be merciful. So, as you can see, as you have observed, we follow the same cadence of chords, but instead of doing our different G diminished voicings, we do a new one, which is this one, okay? So you're gonna bar your 3rd fret, okay? You're gonna put your 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 5th, here, sorry, there. You're gonna put your 4th finger on the 5th of the 4th, and then you're gonna put your pinky on the 5th fret in the 2nd string, okay? And then you're gonna go back to your C and to your F. And it's a great song. I'm gonna do another video in which you will be able to practice this song with me. So don't forget to watch it. I'll include it in the description for the video. And don't forget to subscribe, you know. And I'm gonna show you more shit like this, in which I I look into live versions or I listen to the original recordings and I try to imitate it, okay? So, isn't it a pity? Isn't it a shame? And strumming. How do we strum this song? So I mean, if you listen to the live version of the song, you will hear the guitar players are doing 2 different strummings. Okay, one is this. So you start. It's 8th notes. Okay. But you start with doing this. Okay? Okay, so those are 8th notes in which you interchange. You start, I mean, the first, the quarter notes are played with the whole chord, okay? But then you go to the bass, okay? It's very typical. And the second thing that they do is the 8th notes. And in a given moment, if you want to enjoy playing this song, you can do whatever you want. So you can do something like this. Isn't it a pity? Isn't it a shame? So that's a way that you enjoy this wonderful song by George Harrison. May he rest in peace. Bye bye.